All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of January, and we're plugging right along here with our study of Bordeaux. That's right, we got 5 producers in the store tonight. We got 1982 Bordeaux tomorrow night, and then the coup de grace to finish off the month. We've got 1961 Bordeaux's, some of the greatest wines from that legendary vintage. And you know what? We're not going to stop, man. We're just going right into February, continuing this study of Bordeaux. We're going to hit the best of the 70s, man. We got a great collection in, and there were so many incredible wines from great older vintages from Bordeaux. I immediately pulled a bunch of stuff out to drink, and 70, probably the greatest vintage of the 70s. And this wine's getting a little bit old now. I mean, just as I am, 47, 48, 6 years old, however old it is. We got Chateau Palmer, Chateau Latour, and Gazin, 3 great properties from this epic vintage from yesteryear. You know, they made wine a lot different in Bordeaux back in those days. They didn't have cold fermentation. They didn't have the same assemblage method. Actually, 1970 was the first vintage. It was required by law for them to bottle everything at the chateau. Before that, the merchants could go there, buy casks, and bottle it in Belgium, bottle it in London, but the gold standard for old wines always was bottled at the chateau. All right, we got 1975. 75, definitely the best vintage since 70. Okay, there was 71. There were some good wines made on the right bank, but 75, an outstanding vintage. We've got the wine of the vintage here, La Mission Aubryon. That's right, 100-point wine, over $1,000 a bottle now, if you can find it. We got 1975 Petrus, 1975 Trotanoy, always a treat to show these two neighbors in Pomerol side by side from a great vintage. And then we're going to move on to 78, which I don't know if there are any other great vintages in the 70s, but 1970 and 75, everything else was kind of a wash. 78 was dubbed the miracle vintage because at the end of the year, they got perfect weather for the harvest. We've got Cheval Blanc, and then we go on to 79, which, man, I don't know how good these 79s are, but I always say, you know what, when you got old wines like this, there's no great vintages, just great bottles, and these are perfect-looking bottles of 79 Chateau Margaux, Leoville Las Casas, and then a little 1970 Soudereau for dessert. So like I said, continuing our study of Bordeaux into the month of February. Check it out, everything that we're going to be drinking on February 1st, and I included everything we have in the store from the 1970s in Bordeaux on this offering. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.